So it released back in middle of 2005, the Sony PSP Go. It wasn't like a massive success back then, and I guess I would put it down at least when I remember, because my brother had the PSP 1000, used to play it a lot for years and years, and when I had heard about the PSP Go coming out, it didn't really appeal to me. Yes, it looked really cool, but the fact that it was a digital only machine, you couldn't say grab one of your original UMD games. I couldn't just slot this thing into it. It just simply wouldn't work. So for me, like the PSP Go, at least in the last couple of years, I've been getting more and more into handheld gaming, and this little device has like really reignited for me my love of handheld gaming, and it's really brought back some full memories of playing some older PSP games. And yes, I will go back and play on the original PSP, but there's just something about having the flexibility of just taking this anywhere. You can just slide it, I can pop it into my pocket when I'm heading out, I can take it with it wherever I go. Like, it's truly pocketable. I can't technically put a Switch in my pocket, although you would probably just about fit. It's not really a massively pocketable device, so having something I can literally slip into my pocket, play with me, have a fantastic library of digital games is incredible. And then not only that, having the ability, I know nowadays, because I think the store for the PSP at least is shut, but the options within like the modding community has been absolutely great. So I actually, one of my main purposes for using it, not only alongside a lot of classic PSP games from the likes of the God of War games on the PSP, which are brilliant. There's actually a lot of great racing games on the PSP. I remember playing F1, I think it was F1 2009 with my brother. I think that was the right one. It was brilliant. And then you have other games like Split Second. That's another fantastic racing game on the PSP. And then a lot of other, I'd say PS2 era. Graphically it's very close to the PS2. That's what I've always seen as like a really great companion to sit alongside the PS2, and having those two together and having the flexibility of playing the PSP wherever you are, and then popping in playing other PS2 games, those two side by side for me are like a great little duo in terms of like a home console and then a more portable handheld. But yeah, there's just such a library of great PSP games, like not even, I can't even reel them all off from the top of my head, but the likes of the GTA games. So you have like Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories, which is another great game that I've actually been playing quite a bit of recently, and just being able to play that in your hands, not only was that mind-blowing back in like 2005, and taking it even further back to when the original PSP released, because the graphics back then, at least for me, were incredible. But even today in 2022, with the likes of the Switch out there, you got the Steam Deck recently released, you got a lot more portable handhelds. I still think graphically it's pretty good, and I'm still enjoying a heck of a lot of the games. But another one of my primary use cases is using the device for emulation, so playing a lot of like old Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, Game Boy Advance games, a couple Mega Drive games, and that for me has actually been one of the big reasons for getting it, because a lot of like the older games I play are not really, they don't really require a lot of power, so I wouldn't really play a lot of N64 games or Dreamcast or going up to the PS2. I'll tend to just play it either on the consoles themselves or on my computer. But being able just to play Game Boy games on the go, Mega Drive games, along with a couple of PS1 and PSP games, has just been like a phenomenal reason for me to continue to play the PSP Go in 2022. I know it's going to be one of those devices I'll keep on playing, ironically, for playing like Pokemon and old school Game Boy games. It'll be one of the main reasons why I keep playing it, which is quite ironic. But this is just a fantastic little device, so portable, you can take it anywhere, and I still think today in 2022 it has its place. So if you do like handheld gaming consoles, I still think it's worth picking one up, or at least considering it. They are a little bit pricey in the used market, especially over the past few years. I was able to get mine at a pretty decent deal, but yeah, it'd be good to know if there's any PSP Go fans or even PSP fans out there, if you have any game recommendations I should look into, just drop them below. It'd be great to hear what you think. And if you're considering picking one up in 2022, I mean, I would highly recommend it. It's just a fantastic portable little device. And yeah, if you're a fan of even the original PSP or the fan of the PS2, that sort of era of gaming, and you maybe missed the PSP Go like I did, I definitely recommend picking it up. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you have any PSP game recommendations, let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.